Yeah, that's why y'all got your little donation joint.
You know what you free to do? You free to get
panhandling. That's what you doing. That's what you love. If I wanted to, I could do that.
Get it, man.
If I wanted to, I could do that.
Because you're an addict.
Y'all panhandling.
That's what America lets you do.
America
lets you get
panhandling.
And that's why you love America. Because you're a drug addict and you love America because America got you.
I wouldn't want to live nowhere else.
I know it.
You talk about crack so much. I know you got experience.
I know you got experience. You won't live anywhere else. You'll die here.
You wouldn't want to.
You're going to die here in America.
I was born here. Why not die here?
Thank you.
What's wrong with you? You's a jackass. You out here panhandling, thinking like you for the Lord.
You
Judas.
That's what you love. You're an addict.
You Judas, America. When that day comes, you're going to deny you ever knew that day.
You would move to America. If there wasn't no crack in America, you would move to Europe.
You never knew that. That's exactly what you're going to do.
Love to get high. You're a drug addict.
It's somebody you a drug addict. You don't even know me.
9 verse 3.
But you call me a drug addict.
I don't have to know you're a drug addict.
You're a fucking homo.
Over you.
You're a fucking homo. And it's all over you. With your little purple hairband on.
We'll see.
With your little purple hairband on.
We'll see.
Go ahead, read.
Ezekiel 9 and 4. Read that. Come on, the Lord said to them, go through the midst of the city. Let me tell you something.
This nigga talk all this stuff about the white man.
You're going to see brothers like this. You're going to see this happen to brothers like this. Simple, get high.
Read the white man.
He's a slave.
Come on, man.
It's going to come a time when the Lord going to go through the midst of the city. Go ahead.
You can't even go
through the midst of Jerusalem. Through the midst of Jerusalem, meaning through the Lord's chosen people. See this simpleton right here? He's the chosen people of God. Like this, he was made to be a prince. But he loved to get high, so he wanted to be a slave. Read. And said a man reading the white man's of the men. And the Lord said to go to every man, every one of these people on the side. And knowing that the way of God must be better. That's what America is supposed to be about. But instead, you come into hell and love it.
How you know what?
Instead, you come into hell and love it. You need death, man.
You know what it is?
You need death. And you better stop living the way you live, or you're going to die in the land you love so much.
That's right.
Read.
That's right.
Read what the white man Bible and that cry. Read the white man Bible.
Read. Listen carefully.
Read the white man Bible and that cry for all the abominations.
And let me tell you, and you know the people that are going to get the truth? The people that get the truth here will be the people that sigh and that cry. Read.
It will be these fake ass
for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. Let me tell black people something. If you are tired of the way you live here, and tired of getting AIDS, and tired of dying, and tired of suffering, the way into the truth is this. First and foremost, you have got to be in mourning for how you're living. You got to hate it. And if you could just start, you could say, I'm tired of losing all my friends. I'm tired of going to jail. I'm tired of getting AIDS. I'm tired of dying. The Lord would come and give you something to get out of that lifestyle.
That's right.
He would do it. But instead, we in jail, we dying, we suffering, and we say, this is the best place to be. How stupid is that? You'll never get the truth like that. You'll never receive the truth. You'll never get any life that's different as long as you love.
You never answered my question. You never answered my question because you don't have an answer. You do the same shit every time somebody goes you with a question. You can't answer. Because you know what?
Every Friday,
you the dumbest
motherfucker.
You the dumbest motherfucker.
You want me to answer every high fool out in the street?
I'm not answering your question after I say what I say.
And you never answer the question. You special.
You don't have
you
no
know how
answer.
many high niggas we battle all day? You just another high nigga. I do this for my life.
Hey, Judith. Hey, Judith. Hey, Judith. You can throw all the comedy in it you want.
Y'all niggas read the white man book. Y'all niggas read the white man book.
You a fucking bum.
Y'all niggas read the white man book.
And you talking shit about the white man.
Preaching
Preaching out of his book. But you talking about him. Most definitely. Who wrote it?
Proof.
Who wrote it?
Who is the white man?
Who wrote it?
You prove it.
Who wrote it?
I know who wrote it. And ain't the white man.
Who wrote it?
Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Jeremiah, Isaiah, Ezekiel, Obadiah.
Somebody took that right and interpreted it.
Oh, prove it.
Somebody interpreted
Prove
that right.
it.
I said, how was that paper?
Brother,
How was that
prove,
paper in your
how old
hand?
is it? You tell me.
How old? No, you tell me you got the book. How old
Paper
is
is
it?
about 12,000 years old.
What book? That book right there? Man, you goddamn. If that
Oh,
book
it's not?
12,000 years old, it'd been a
Prove it. Prove
That
it.
book right there was printed in
Yeah, you
1938.
hear how you go? You see,
The
you
book
see,
was
brother.
printed in
You see,
1938.
brother.
Guaranteed.
So you see,
Check the
you
copyright
see
on it.
yourself.
Check the copyright on
You
that book.
see yourself. You don't know anything but
I don't
how
know
to
anything.
get high.
I don't know anything.
Well, then prove
We go
to me.
from the Old Testament to the New
Well,
Testament.
what does that mean?
What does it mean?
Yes.
Who wrote the New Testament?
Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, and Paul. Prove they didn't. That's what I thought. Adam. That's what I thought, Adam. That's what I thought. You see this? You see? And let me tell you something. And you're not special, man. Like this is every day with some get high nigga that love getting high so much he want America to stay like this forever.
And you know
Because
what?
this is where the good crack is.
You're proving my point.
The good heroin.
You're
and
proving my point right now.
And you prove
You're
it to me.
proving my point
It's
right
a
now.
white man's book.
Listen
Prove
to
it.
your mouth.
Well, prove it.
Listen to your mouth.
Prove it's a
I'm
white
old
man's
crackhead.
That's
Hey,
what
Slim,
I
I got way more sense than you'll ever have.
No damn sense.
I got way more sense than you'll ever have.
You just proved you didn't.
Prove, man.
That's the one thing you did prove.
I'm gonna prove how much
You
sense I got.
proved you proved
I'm not gonna keep. I'm not gonna
proved
keep
you're
fucking with you.
entire drug addict and love the slave
Hey,
master
do this.
because he got plenty of coke.
Hey, check
That's
this out,
what you
man.
love. You love you
When I
proved
catch you later on,
you did
when I
not
catch you later on,
touch me
you
now.
good ass
Touch me now.
That is fact. That is
Oh my
fact.
God! You hear that? Did you hear what he just said? Your sister, did you hear what he just said? Did you hear? You heard that?
That's right. That's
He's a
right.
faggot. You hear what he said? Boy, oh boy, my God. My God, there's some nasty niggas out here.
Yes, it is.
All right, Slock. Now, let's clap it up. I'm saying, shout out to everybody that's tuning in. Shalom. Y'all about Shimi al-Shabakatah. Y'all Shamar out there about Shimi al-Shah. You know what I mean? This is Precinct Officer Mathumya out of I.S.U.P.K, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander Gen.YAHANNA. And, today is the Thursday night class. You know what I mean? We're going to go into a few things, mainly the men in the Bible, how they are black men. They're Israelite men, and we just gonna get straight into it without further ado. Someone give me Daniel chapter 7, verse 9. Chapter 7, verse 9. Any questions, you know what I mean, put in the chat. Let me get on TikTok. Anybody want to battle on TikTok, you know what I'm saying? Let me see. You got it? Slocking. We got it. We got it. All right. No sweat. You can go read.
Daniel 7 and 9. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit.
Now, this is the Most High. This is the Most High right here, right? So, you know what I mean? That's what the Ancient of Days is talking about. It's talking about the Most High, right? And it's saying they sat. Read.
Whose garment was white as snow.
Whose garment was white as snow. Okay.
And the hair.
So he had a white garment on, right? He had a white garment on. You know what I'm saying? Put a little bit here. Sloggy off. All right. Read.
And the hair of his head like the pure wool.
And the hairs of his head were like the pure wool. He had a full head of white woolly hair. You know what I'm saying? And the only people on the planet Earth that got that kind of hair is blacks and Hispanics. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Read.
His throne was like the fiery flames.
Read that again.
His throne was like a fiery flame.
Right. His throne was like the fiery flame. Right. You know what I'm saying? Is there any more on that? Go ahead, read.
And his wheels as burning fire.
Right. And read again.
And his wheels as burning fire.
Damn right. Now, You know what I mean? This is the Most High right here. This is the Most High and the description of him. Now, it doesn't say that he has stringy, doggy, dog type hair. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't say he has any of that. He doesn't say he has blue eyes. It doesn't say any of that. You know what I mean? That's the Most High. So how would he have? So yeah, if anybody know the scriptures, he got to favorite people too, and made them in the likeness of him. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it. Give me so like Revelation chapter 1 verse 13. If anybody could, you know what I'm saying? These little whack pun. Whenever y'all ready, I'll get it. Whoever got it.
Sure.
I got it.
Revelation 1 and 13. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man.
Right. So in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, what that is representing is the 7 churches, right? So read.
Clothed with the garment down to the foot.
Oh yeah, and then it said the Son of Man. The Son of Man is speaking about Christ. All right, TikTok. You know what I'm saying? What else?
Clothed with the garment down to his foot.
Now he had a garment that went all the way down to the foot. It went all the way down to the foot, right? So let's get some more.
A girt about the pets.
Right.
With the golden girdle.
Now the girdle he had on, the girdle was a pure gold girdle. Now girdles today, women like to wear girdles today, but that's actually what men wore in the medieval times. And you know what I mean? In the ancient days, men wore that, you know what I mean, to keep their stomach in. And his was a pure gold girdle. That's what it's saying in the scripture. Pure gold. Now, read on.
Next verse.
You can.
And his foot.
No sweat. Anybody got questions on TikTok, you know what I mean? Let me know. You know what I'm saying? Go on.
His head and his hair. His head and his hair were white like wool.
His head and his hairs were white like wool. And Salaki sis, my bad. Shalom, Yahweh Shamar Atham by Shem Al Shai. Put you up on the screen. Shout out to her for tuning in. All the way from Austin, Texas. Shout out to them. Go read that part again.
His head and his hair were like wool.
Salaki, what version? No, pick that up. Pick it up for me. What version you got? Because you on your phone too.
This is King James.
You try to get the King James if you could. You know what I'm saying?
This is the book of Revelation, chapter
Ain't no
1,
sorting about.
verse 14.
All right.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
His head and his hairs were white like wool. This is Christ. This is who the world ignorantly knows as Jesus Christ, who people say, you know what I mean, Jesus is the Savior, right? Let's get some more description on him. So it says his head and his hairs, Old Quaker English, meaning that hairs on his head and the hairs on his face. You know what I mean? His beard or whiskers, whatever you like to call it, Old Quaker English. Go ahead, read on.
As white as snow.
Now they were white, and they were white as snow. White as snow. So full head, just like how the Most High description was. He has a full head of white woolly hair. You know what I'm saying? And the hairs on his face, white. Read.
God. And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
And his eyes were like a flame of fire. He didn't have blue eyes. He didn't have no green eyes or nothing like that. He had what is that?
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire. You know what I'm saying? Scripture says eyes were red with wine. Plus also, you know what I mean, mad about his people's condition on the planet Earth. You know what I mean? He's going to be coming back with fury. You know what I'm saying? This is the description of Christ. Let's get some more.
God, verse 15. And his feet like unto fine brass.
And his feet like unto fine brass. All right, so anybody got a penny? Y'all know what a color penny is, right? It's brown. It's brown. Now it's saying his feet was like unto fine brass. Fine brass, but that's not all. What's next to that?
God, as if they burned in a furnace.
So not only they were brown skin, he's not saying, they're not comparing it just to a penny or nothing like that. It's as if you threw that same penny in a furnace. That's how dark he was. You know what I'm saying? That's the true description of Christ. You know what I'm saying? And that's the damn problem with the Christian church. You know what I'm saying? They have all our kids, all our young ones, all our little ones coming up, praying to a oppressor Christ, praying to someone that's praying to someone that's that's a child or descendant of the people who brought you over here on ships, man. Have you think that's the Most High? No, and thinking that's Christ. Hell no, man. Listen. Oh yeah, you got it. So when Christ come back, a lot of people gonna be shocked. A lot of people gonna think like, well, is that Negro up there? That's Christ. That's Christ. No, it's not gonna be that little sissy that everybody claim that he is, man. He not no punk. Let's get it. He was a black man, right? So let's get some more if there's any on that.
And his voice as the sound of many waters.
Right, and his voice as the sound of many waters, meaning his voice travels. His voice, he got a loud voice, man. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, is any more on that? So you can drop that, right? Give me from there, Daniel 7, Daniel 10, 5 and 7. Well, 5. Start at 5. You know what I mean? That's one description of Christ. Let's get another one.
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 10, verse 5.
Right.
Then I lifted up mine eyes and looked.
Right. So this is Daniel saying he lifted up his eyes, right? He lifted his eyes up and he's seen something. This is what he's saying. Let's get it. It's a vision, by the way. Read.
And behold, a certain man clothed in linen.
And a certain man clothed in linen. Y'all understand that? Read.
Whose loins were girded with fine gold of Uphaz. Right.
So that goes back to what we just read in Revelations in the New Testament, right? On how he had the gird about the paps was made with gold. Right here it just said, you know what I mean? He had a fine girdle, a gold made of gold of Uphaz, right? Read that again.
God. This is book of Daniel, chapter 10, verse 5. Then I lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a certain man clothed in linen, whose loins were girded with fine gold of Uphaz.
His loins were girded with fine gold of Uphaz. You know what I'm saying? So all that, he had the just like in Revelations, he had the girdle, a fine gold girdle, not just any gold girdle. He had a girdle made of gold that's of Uphaz. Uphaz is like a place where all the fine, the precious and the finer gold was at. You know what I'm saying? At that time. So that's what it said right there, right? Okay. So yeah, like a girdle on, an official girdle. Read.
Verse 6. His body also like the beryl.
His body was also like the beryl. Body also like the beryl. What is the beryl? Anybody in the chat? And I'm gonna answer some. I'm gonna get at some of y'all questions in here. Don't worry, I'm gonna chop some of y'all up. It's all right. But anybody in the chat or on Facebook and YouTube, what does the word beryl mean? Read that part again.
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 10, verse 6. His body also was like the beryl.
And his body was also like the beryl. What is that speaking of when it say his body was also like the burl? You know what I'm saying? About to make me just forget the whole class and slice these people up one tick. I'm gonna get it since people not putting it in. I'm gonna address TikTok in a little bit. So the word burl means, oh, he said not sure, right? No sweat, I got you. Read that part again.
His body also was like the burl.
And his body was also like the burl. His body was also like the burl, meaning like his body, his garment that he had on was green. The word burl is another word for green. Okay, so he had a green garment on down to the foot. Read. Now y'all know for next time. Y'all can put it in next time.
And his face as the appearance of lightning.
And his face was as the appearance of lightning, meaning he wasn't no soft, sissy, flamboyant person like all them people that you know what I mean, congregate in the Christian church, even the Muslim mosque. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't no sissy, soft person. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't no vagina. You understand? He wasn't none of that. He was a hardcore man. That's what it's saying right there. His face was as the appearance of lightning. His face was as the appearance of lightning, meaning he was like, his countenance was something serious. You know what I mean? Read on.
And his eyes as lamps of fire.
And that's another thing. Y'all look at us in the UPK. Why don't y'all smile ever? Y'all don't smile in pictures. Y'all don't do nothing. Y'all don't. What is y'all problem? Y'all barely laugh. What is the problem with y'all? Y'all have issues? That's a no. It's just we carry the spirit of the Most High. That's all. We just not know, you know what I mean? Just ain't, we ain't the Christians. We ain't Christians. That's all. We ain't Muslims. We ain't none of those people. You know what I mean? They could be as soft as they want to be, but we're going to follow the Most High. Let's get some more. Salaki.
And his eyes as lamps of fire.
And his eyes as lamps of fire. That goes back to what we read in Revelation. You know what I'm saying? He had a fierce countenance, man, coming back with vengeance on his earth. And, you know what I mean, angry and you know what I mean, ready to give y'all what y'all need, oppressors. You know what I'm saying, for what y'all did to his people. So, you know what I mean, his eyes were as a flame of fire. Read.
And his arms and his feet like in color to polished brass.
And his arms and his feet were like in color to polished brass. Going back to the last scripture, what we read in Revelations, right? Sound familiar, right? Let's get some more.
And the voice of his words like the voice of a multitude.
It's the same thing what we read. So not only was, you know what I mean, and this one is saying his arms and his feet and legs were as polished brass. You know what I'm saying? Not, you know what I mean? So this goes further. This further proves he was a black man. You know what I'm saying? This is giving his description to the T right here. And it's saying his voice what it said?
And the voice of his words like the voice of a multitude.
And his voice of his words was like a voice of a multitude, meaning it's a loud voice. He carries his voice. You know what I mean? His voice could pick up. You know what I'm saying? So not like TD Jakes, who's talking about swallowing all the time. You understand? Not him. You know what I mean? The total opposite of that. You know what I'm saying? So let's that's it on that one, right? So yeah, you can drop that one and give me Ezekiel 1 and 5. 1 and 5. You know what I'm saying? Well, let me get to some of these. Right. Right. So I'm gonna get to some of y'all in the chat, right? One of y'all asked the question, right? And I just want to get at it. I think it came from Matt, somebody named Matt. So yeah, he said, what does it matter what color he is? What does it matter what color Christ is or what the Most High is? Why even one thing, right? Why even ask the question if it doesn't matter, right? You ask the question, why, what is the meaning of knowing the color of Christ? Why ask it if it don't matter? If it really doesn't matter, why even care? You know what I'm saying? Right. Why even care? Why even want to put something in there to try to confound or anything, right? It matters because, you know what I mean, you just don't know the Bible. You don't understand the Bible. You think the Bible is for everybody. You think the Bible is for every nation on the face of the earth. You know what I'm saying? When really it was only passed down to, that's why you can't understand it, because, you know what I mean, it's really not for you. It's for a certain group of people, man. It's for the Israelites, which are today's blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians, which consist of what? The Haitians, Jamaicans, Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, so-called Mexicans, whatever have you. You know what I mean? They consist of the lost 12 tribes of Israel. And you know what I mean? That matters because in the scriptures it says he comes from the nation of Israel, springs out the tribe of Judah. He springs out the tribe of Judah, which makes him today a so-called Negro. You know what I mean? So it all the way matters about that. You know what I mean? And plus, it wipes the brainwashing off on how people would think that he's coming to save everybody. They came to be unalive for everybody. He only got unalive for the sake of the Israelites, that we may be saved from our transgressions. You know what I mean? Read what you got.
You said Ezekiel 1 and
5.
5. All right, This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 1, verse 5.
Right.
Also out of the midst thereof came the likeness of 4 living creatures.
Damn, all right, the 4 living creatures, right? Anybody know in the chat, since y'all know so much, right? Anybody know who that's talking about? TikTok. Anybody know what that's talking about? Let me see. I do come from. Anybody answer the question, y'all? Anybody know what that's talking about? Read it again.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 1, verse 5. Also, out of the midst thereof came the likeness of 4 living creatures.
So, take an educated guess. Anybody? I'm about to block a couple niggas on there. So what that meant was, you know what I mean, speaking about the angels, the Lord's angels. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to, all right. I'm done looking on there. They drawing on it. So, all right. So that's speaking about the angels. The Lord's angels is what it's speaking about. The 4 creatures, that's the angels of God. All right. And we about to get a description on how the angels look. Let's get it.
And this was their appearance. They had the likeness of a man.
They had a likeness of a man. So they had a body of a man. Read.
And every one had 4 faces.
And everyone had 4 faces. I remember going over this in you know what I mean, one of my older class, I think like a month ago. So yeah, this one had 4 faces. Read.
And every one had 4 wings.
And every one of them had 4 wings. 4 wings. Let's read.
Verse 7. And their feet were straight feet.
The feet were straight feet. Meaning like, okay, read on. They'll understand if I read it.
And the sole of their feet was like the sole of a calf's foot.
Now they can understand a little more. So the sole of their feet was like the soles of a calf's foot, meaning like not literally they had like a cow's foot, but like y'all know them shoes called what? It's like some Japanese word. It's like them little ninja shoes, right? Yeah, them ninja shoes that they wear with the big toe cut in. So you know what I mean. Basically, they had shoes like that. You You know what I mean? Where it separates the big toe from all the other toes. You know what I'm saying? That's what they had. So go ahead and read.
Okay. And Salakia. And they sparkle like the color of burnished brass.
And they sparkle like the color of burnished brass. There it goes again, burnished brass, polished brass, color of brass, like it's been burned in a furnace. So, you know, I mean, we got these same descriptions going on, you know what I'm saying? Like, read that again.
And they sparkled like the color of burnished brass.
And they sparkled like the color of burnished brass, meaning they were black as well. They're black as well. You know what I'm saying? Now, let the Catholics have it. Let any Christians have it.
Right.
They'll be praying to a white, it's like an oppressor God, an oppressor Christ, thinking the angels and all their men was all devils, filthy devils. No, that's not so. You know what I mean? At all. Now, according to the scriptures, Christ was black. We just read it. The Most High is black. Salakia for the order. The Most High is black. Christ is black. And the angels are black. We just read it. Is there any more on that?
Wow, sir.
So, yeah, we just read how these men in here were all black. Now, and the Most High. So, from that, you could drop that and give me from there. You can give me Jeremiah chapter 14, verse 2.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 14, verse 2.
Right. Y'all listen to this, Salaki. Y'all listen to this. You know what I mean? People, y'all see what's going on in the Middle East, how the, you know what I mean, the Israelis are over there, you understand, and they fighting the Palestinians, trying to get all that land and over there for the oil and this, that, you know what I'm saying? Everybody in that land over there, which is our land, they fight. They call themselves the Israelis. They think they're the real Jews. We about to read the real description of the Jews right now. Let's get it.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 14, verse 2.
All right.
Judah mourning.
Judah mourning. Now, the word Jew is short for Judah. It's short for Judah. You know what I'm saying? And it said Judah mourneth. You know what I mean? Read. And what is that, Salaki? And it's saying they mourning. What does the word mourning mean? Like, what does it mean to mourn? Anybody in the chat that want to take one thing serious for once in their life? You understand? What does it mean to mourn? To cry. Good answer. Good answer. You know what I'm saying? Good answer from Dante Jordan. Yeah, it means to cry, to be sad, or to miss. Right. You know what I'm saying? Good answer. So you know what I mean? That's what it is, right? It said that the Jews would be in mourning. Now, are them people in Tel Aviv mourning right now? Are they mourning? I mean, goddamn, they own everything, and you know what I mean? They own every damn thing. Even over here in America, it's them. They had a whole tunnel underground.
Right.
They had a whole underground tunnel doing whatever they lust called for them to do. They was fulfilling all they lust down there in them tunnels. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what she said. The blackest creator, the blackest Yahushua, Jesus, Most High, and Christ. Damn right, sis. Damn right. You know what I'm saying? Like, the thing is, I'm gonna block this nigga. I'm tired of this. Like, let me see something real quick. All right. So yeah, it's like, my fault. So what I was getting at, yeah, them Jews, they underground, they had built underground tunnels and doing whatever they wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? In them tunnels, they had a ball, bloody baby beds, bloody car seats for babies. You know what I mean? They was doing their thing.
Right.
That's, you know what I mean? That's his character. Everybody know that. that have an ounce of knowledge about the Bible and their real identity in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? They're not the real Israelites, but that just proves it right there. They're not in mourning. They own every damn thing in America. They own everything in America, and you know what I'm saying? They just don't fit the description. They don't fit none of the curses.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let's get some more. So it said Judah will go ahead and read from the top.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 14, verse 2. Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish.
And the gates thereof languish. What that mean? Dante Jordan giving another shot. You know what I'm saying? What does that mean? That their gates thereof languish. Give that another shot. Know what I'm saying? I'll answer these questions real quick. It might not be. I'm gonna give you not a lot of time. You understand? What was that? Read that again.
This is the book of Jeremiah 14, verse 2. Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish.
Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. Chat. What does it mean for our gates to be languishing, man? It said our gates languished. What does that mean? You know what I'm saying? Y'all can give it a shot. You know what I mean? I'll give y'all a hint. We wasn't just Martin Luther King Day the other day. You know what I'm saying? It was just his day that America, that our oppressors sought to give him a day on to remember that bastard. You understand? Okay, Shirley said we're unsteady. I'll take that. I could take that. No, yeah, let's get the context of it. Read it again.
Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish.
So remember, it's saying that Judah is mourning. You know what I mean? The Jews are in mourning today. The Jews are in mourning, and they're sad. They're, like the brother said, sad. You know what I'm saying? And they're under oppression. Now it's saying in our gates thereof languish. You know what I mean? So ready to give up. Y'all on it? Y'all on it. All right. I'm gonna give y'all the answer, right? So read that again.
Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish.
And the gates thereof languish, meaning it's talking about our religious leadership, our black leaders of today. You know what I'm saying? The ones that sold us out. So you was hitting on it when you said we're unsteady. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, right. Our gates thereof languish, meaning we have weak leadership, because we got pastors talking about swallowing all the time, right? And we also got Kirk Franklin sitting on that swallower's lap. You understand? We got that happening all the time. And you know what I mean? That's just them two put in the spotlight.
Right.
All these pastors in these churches are flaming sodomites. You understand? All of them. You know what I'm talking about? So, you know what I mean? We have leadership like that focus on doing things like that and deceiving the people to be like so. Go ahead.
Salaki is also just trying to build off.
Right.
Like, I mean, to break it down even further, just say the gates. What are the gates built for? Right? Our leaders are built to protect us.
You're right.
Just like those gates.
But they might not be able to hear you on here. Go ahead.
Like those gates, like our protectors, our leaders are supposed to protect us just like those gates. Because you got to realize this Bible was written by Blacks and Hispanics. So just like how we talk, it's like in analogies, or we compare things to inanimate objects or to animals. Right. So these gates are our leaders, which is supposed to protect us. And it says they're in language, meaning they're weak. Right. Just like Adawan just brought out, our leaders are can we say that? Are LGBTQ plus.
Yeah.
They're that's weak. Right. No other. I wouldn't say that. I can't even say that nowadays. A nation that's led by men that wants to be taken down by other men or be a power bottom is weak.
Right.
That's who leads the black community. And
Right.
this coincides with nobody else but blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Nobody else but them. And
Right.
this is why blacks and Hispanics are in mourning.
Damn right. Like you said, you know what I mean? Gates are there to protect the people. The gates are, if y'all think back, and y'all can't think about it now because of America and the way it's set up. But in old days where we had our own things set up, we had our own neighborhood communities or even empires set up. We had our gates that protected our community, man. And those gates are there to protect us from the outsiders. They're there to protect us from people on the outside. You know what I'm saying? And if the gates are languished, if the gates have fallen, then we're there for the taking by our enemies, man. And this is figurative. This is like a metaphor for how our leadership is right now. For our leadership is like weak as hell right now.
Right.
We got, like I told you, you said like we got power bottom Jakes right now. Power bottom Jakes. The sister said it who's watching right now. She said PB Jakes, power bottom Jakes in the chat. You know what I'm saying? We got a whole bunch of those out here. We got a bunch of Kirk Franklins, man. You know what I'm saying? That's always. Anyway, you know what I mean? We got too much of that. That's why our gates are language. We have a whole bunch of Martin Luther Kings.
Right.
Martin Luther King was one of the biggest examples of a sellout Negro. You know what I mean? He sold us out to our oppressors by, you know what I mean, giving up all our businesses, all our restaurants, you know what I'm saying? Everything. So just so the Arabs could take that spot. Just so the Chinese could take all them spots. You know what I'm saying? And then the Chinese are gunning our brothers and sisters down in their stores to this day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what's going on to this day. So, and I wanted to address some right here. The brother said, so yeah, well, I'm gonna just say whatever. You know what I mean? So that's what it's saying. The Judites, so like the Jews are in mourning. I mean, they're sad. We're like, it's not that hard to figure out. You know what I mean? Black and Hispanics today in America are in mourning. Are we not? We're on the bottom of society. We're starving. Our children are starving. You know what I'm saying? Sleeping with hunger pains in the night. We're in mourning. We're in mourning. We just had to go and give our brothers and sisters over there in New York City, the so-called immigrants over there, we had to give them some clothes for the winter.
Right.
Because they don't have it. We're in mourning here. We're under oppression here. You understand? So that's why it's saying, you know what I mean, we're in mourning. And the gates thereof have languished. That's us today. That's us.
Right.
All right, now, is there any more on it? Shalom, y'all about Shemel Shabbat to officers all why. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, God.
Yeah, go ahead.
Salakia. They are black unto the ground.
They are black unto the ground. These same Jews are under oppression that get evicted out of all the houses and all that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Especially during coronavirus time, the pandemic, them oppressors was throwing our Latino brothers and sisters out the crib like it was nothing. And he was smiling and laughing about it like it was a joke.
Right.
So I laugh and smile when y'all get blown in the smithereens over there in Europe and all that. And even here in America, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's, you know what I mean? It's only right. You understand? Like, that's what they do to our brothers and sisters. We're in mourning and we're languished. And it said, what else?
God. And the cry
of... that last part again. Before that.
God. They are black unto the ground.
They're white.
They are black unto the ground.
They're Arabs.
They are black unto the ground.
Israelis.
They are black unto the ground.
The Palestinians.
They are black unto the ground.
They're black unto the ground. The Jews are black. Like it just said in the 14th chapter of Jeremiah. You understand? Like, the Jews are black, man. Get that through your head. Not them people that's fighting over there in the so-called state of Israel. You know what I mean? So-called state of Israel. They're not the real Jews. They're not the real Israelites. They call themselves Israelis.
Right.
Why? I wonder why.
Right.
You know what I mean? We're the real Israelites. Black man, Hispanic man. You're the prince of the power.
Right.
You know what I mean? Which means Yasharala in the Hebrew. You understand? That's who you are. Never forget that. Never forget your who you come from as a people, your bloodline, your precious bloodline that everybody don't give a damn about. They rather have your blood run through the streets of America.
That's right.
Leave it up to these oppressors. Leave it up to TD Jakes. Leave it up to your pastors. Leave it up to your religious leaders, to your black leaders, to your NAACPs out there, Al Sharpton. You know what I mean? Leave it up to them. They will leave you to be desolate in the streets of America. You know what I mean? But in the I.S.U.P.K, under Commander GEN.YAHANNA, we're not going to let that happen.
Right.
The Lord isn't going to allow that to happen. The Lord is going to make sure that we get right. Let me see what y'all saying. No matter our credentials. Yeah, right. Right. You know what I mean? They're afraid of, like the sister said in the chat, right? Shirley Gray. She said they're afraid of us. They're afraid of our potential.
Right.
They definitely don't want us taking back our culture. They definitely don't want to see us in these damn fly ass fringes and, you know what I mean, war scars, right, and picking up our identity again. They wondering, why are you wearing the shield of David? Why are you wearing that?
Right.
Why are you wearing that? You know what I'm saying? What is that all about? What is this Hebrew? You speaking Hebrew? Why are you doing this? Why are you trying to get together with the Hispanics? Why are blacks and Hispanics trying to get together?
Right.
They know we're not at our full potential right now. When we get there, though, the scriptures say, you know what I mean, the nation looked upon us, paraphrasing, but like, and we stood up a great and exceeding army. You know what I'm saying? And they were scared to death of that.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's what it say. And I can't wait for that day. I can't wait for that day. All of us, you know what I mean, standing up, you know what I mean, in the face of whatever these devils want to bring to us, and we a great and exceeding army. You know what I mean? They looking at us like, what in the hell happened to them? They supposed to be, what is wrong with y'all slaves over there in America, man? They looking too strong right now. What's going on? You know, what's going on? Yeah, I can't wait for that day. I can't wait for that day. You know what I mean? And then alone, like the clothing drive we had in New York, that was something close to it.
Right.
That was like, you know what I mean? I love things like that. They see us all different classes of the UPK and they covers coming out marching, and they don't know. They like, what in the hell is going on? Y'all saw that? Y'all saw the Moabite lady running away from us, right?
Right, I saw that.
Y'all saw that, right? You know what I mean? Running away, scared to death. You know what I'm saying? That's what I can't wait for. I pray to see that day. You know what I mean? Was it on that? I think it was a little more.
Okay. And the cry of Jerusalem is gone up.
The cry of Jerusalem is going up, right? So yeah, that was heavy, right? So now we know the Most High is black. Christ is black. The angel's black. Damn. The Jews are black. The Israelites are black. And it's already evident Christ came out of the tribe of Judah, out of the nation of Israel. We already know. That's just you know what I mean, common sense, right? So give me from there, you give me Solomon. Song of Solomon 1 and 5. You know what I'm saying? It's time for our people to know these things. We got to know these things. It's not no fairy tale. It's not no fairy tale. You know what I mean? We got to know. This is our history. This is our history. They want to let our oppressor know. Let our oppressor have it. You know what I'm saying? We just be learning about our history from the slave trade to now. Let them have it. Let them have it. That's what it'll be. And then they might erase that whole thing. That's what they're trying to do anyway.
Right.
They don't want us learning about that for too much longer. They don't want us seeing how disgusting they were. Right. So go ahead and read.
Oh God. Sons of Solomon. 1 and 5. I am black but comely.
Now this is Solomon. This is Solomon, right? And he's saying what he's describing himself right now. He's describing himself. Let's get it. Read it again, nice and loud.
I am black but comely.
I am what?
Black.
He said, I am black, but what?
Comely.
But come meaning black and beautiful. You know what I'm saying? He was black. That's what Solomon's saying. He's talking to the daughters of Jerusalem. He's speaking to them, you know what I mean? Singing a nice song to them, you know what I mean? Doing his thing. Saying that he's black and beautiful, man. And even if you go up in the chapter, in the book, right? It says how the daughters of Jerusalem is describing him on what he does, you know what I mean? And how he carries himself, saying like he has gold in his mouth, wears the golden chains on his neck and all that. You know what I mean? Basically wearing grills. That's what it's talking about. We wore grills back then. Brothers and sisters probably didn't even know that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they saying all these things. Let's read it. Go ahead. Let's read it. Give me verse 10.
Verse 10.
Right.
The teeth are comely with rows of gold, rows of jewels.
Saying so he's talking about in his mouth, you know what I mean? They comely with rows of gold. You know what I'm saying? Talking about how he had gold all in his mouth.
Right.
Grills. Go ahead.
Slocky, but let America say that's ghetto. That's ratchet.
Mm-hmm.
But a king in the Bible had it. The most wisest king in the Bible, right?
Right. Right. Absolutely right. Let him, like he said, the brother, if y'all didn't hear him, let America say it. That's ghetto. That's ghetto. Y'all doing too much. Why y'all always doing things like that?
Right.
Y'all always trying to go out going out the box and all that. You know what I mean? That's just us. That's our culture. We wore grills back then. The wisest king, King Solomon, had gold grills in his mouth. And that's not it. Read from there.
The neck with chains of gold.
And the neck with chains of gold. This is what King Solomon had on, man. This is what he put on. He was a black man indeed. You understand? Read. I think that might have been it. Let's see. That was it on that verse. All right, no sweat. Give me from there you can give me Slocky. Give me Slocky. Job 30 and 30.
It's Job 30 and 30.
Right.
Yeah, that's
so we got all these men in the Bible in a description, right? We just read it. Now we got Solomon down. He was a black man. He was a black man that wore golden grills, wore a golden chain. Not just one, but mad golden chains around his neck.
right.
Shoot, got 2 chains now, right? He probably wore like 10 chains or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, whenever you got it, go ahead and read.
Okay. This is the book of Job, chapter 30, verse 30. My skin is black upon me, and my bones are burnt with heat.
Now, this is Job saying, man, my skin is black upon me. He's saying now Job even going to skin color.
Right.
Saying he even says skin. You know what I mean? His skin is black upon him. Job was black. All these men in the Bible are black, man. So why haven't a Christian preacher taught you this? Why haven't your teacher taught you that? I mean, your preacher taught you that. Your pastor taught you that. You know what I mean? He didn't tell you that Job was black. Christ is black. He didn't tell you that God was black. The angels was black. Why didn't he tell you that? He wants you to be subservient to your oppressors, man.
Right.
He wants you to be like him. Some vagina soft, you understand, person. You know, let me see what the sister said real quick. This is so off topic and subject, but I have the most respect and love for all of my brothers. I pray for y'all every damn. Give her a hand, man. pray for y'all every morning. Most High in Christ, sis, you know what I mean? We appreciate you sisters in the UPK.
Right.
We greatly appreciate y'all. Y'all turned y'all back on this evil world, man. Y'all turned y'all back on this evil world. Y'all said, man, I'm not being a whore. I'm not doing none of that.
Right.
I'm not being promiscuous and none of that garbage, you understand? I'm gonna act like I got some sense.
Right.
I'm gonna understand that men are over me. I'm gonna understand that this man is guiding me in the right direction because he's a man of the Lord under command of GEN.YAHANNA. I'm gonna realize that, you know what I mean, I know my place in this warfare. I know my place in this battle. I know how to assist my brothers in the UPK that's standing on the front lines for Blacks, Hispanics everywhere. You understand?
Right.
She got rid of her demons. She's getting rid of her demons. She got rid of them. She in the UPK. She's better than a lot of you other bras out there. I'm telling you right now. All you other bras out there doing what? You know what I mean? You talking to one person and you with another person while you talking to the next person. You don't want to cook for your man. You don't want to cook for your damn self. You don't know how to cook. You talk a whole lot. Driving the man out the house. Don't know how to shut your mouth. Can't take correction. You understand? Don't slack it. You understand? The oppression and the captivity had hardened our women. Understand? But these sisters in the UPK, you know what I mean? They getting a real thing back that they need to get to, man. They getting their real spirit back. You know what I mean? I appreciate all these sisters in the UPK. You understand? Right. This is how they need to be. This is what it takes. And goddamn, a sister in the world don't even. I ain't gonna say all of them, but a lot of them. You know what I mean? Don't even like black men like that no more.
Yeah.
They don't like black men. They'll lie down with you though. They'll sleep with you, but it's like something where they hate black men. You know what I mean? They hate him so much. They like, you know what I mean? But they'll give all the subservient behavior to an oppressor. But they will hate to give it to that brother that they with. That brother that's suffering in the ghetto with them, they hate to give him that type of love, that type of care that he needs. That, you know what I mean? That soft, warm feeling coming into the household, man. They hate giving him that, but they will give that to an oppressor. What's that devil what's that sister? It was like a couple months ago. It was this devil, right? That he was jumping around to black woman.
Oh yeah, AIDS. Was he giving AIDS all of them?
I'm not sure. It was a hot topic though, and it was on. I remember watching on Breakfast Club, right? And these sisters was on there talking about like, well, yeah, I could do that. I can go with it with an oppressor, man. I can do this and that, you know what I mean? It pissed me the hell. I had to stop watching the video for a while, but I had to force myself to listen to this garbage because I was going to talk about it in my class that day. But this is the thing. They love oppressor men. They love serving him. They love doing that, but they would hate to give any respect and honor to a black man. But in I.S.U.P.K, our sisters are different.
Right.
Our sisters are completely different. They're a different breed than any of these sisters out here that you see walking around. You know what I mean? There's something special.
Right.
That's what they call in Proverbs 30 and 31 a virtuous woman. You know what I mean? Y'all think y'all seen virtuous women out there. Nah, in the I.S.U.P.K, we got virtuous women in here. You know what I mean? We got righteous, wise women in here. You understand? Like, and that's why I was getting at Slaga. I kind of drew off a little bit. And she understands that how important black men that stand up for their nation is. She understands that. That's why she's saying she respects and loves us and for what we're doing and prays for us every morning. You understand? She knows the importance of our job. She knows the importance of her role in her job. Hey, a lot of these bras don't got that in her head. I don't give a damn how she look.
Right.
She got nothing in her head. I don't give a damn. You go ahead and kick rocks. Right. I don't care. For real. So shout out to this sister right here. You know what I mean? Shout outs to her. Most High in Christ. Understand? So then I might have got her Hebrew name. I don't want to say her slave name. She might got her Hebrew name. Say Marcia Spears about. She might got her Hebrew. I'm not sure. If you got your Hebrew name, put it in the chat if you could. So go ahead. Where was we at?
30
Finished it. All right. So no sweat. Give me Acts 13:1. Damn. Should have bought my Bible. All right. Go ahead. Acts 13:1. Anybody want to say anything? Chat, TikTok. What's up? Let the oppressor tell us that God loves everybody, but that is far from the truth. You're absolutely right, brother. You're absolutely right. Let the oppressor. Yeah, you put it in twice. Okay. So like, anybody else have anything else to say? Let me do this. All right. So you want us to pull Lamentations 4:8. You know what I'm saying? Let me just pull it up. Whatever. Let's see what he's talking about. Why? What is your purpose? Before you read it, hold that scripture you have. What I called you to get? Acts 13:1. Why did you pull Lamentation 4:8? Why did you pull it? You know what I'm saying? What's the reason you want me to pull that for? Now, until you put that in, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Go ahead and read when you got it. Yeah, Acts 13:1.
This is the book of Acts, chapter 13, verse 1. Now there were in the church that was at Antioch certain prophets and teachers.
So the church at Antioch, there were certain prophets and teachers. All right, you understand that? Read.
As Barnabas and Simeon.
Okay.
That was called Niger.
That was taste that word. Read that again.
That was called Niger.
Called Niger. Now, question for people out there, right? I should have bought my book. I forgot my book in the car. It's a lot. But the word Niger, what does that mean? Anybody in the chat? All right, Mosan Cry. I know you're going to get it. She said, no, sir, I haven't got my name yet. I know you're going to get it. Well, hey, keep doing what you're doing, sis. You're going to get it. You know what I'm saying? The Lord going to recognize what you're doing in your spirit. You genuine, you're going to get it. All right, don't even sweat it. Anybody in the chat? What does the word Niger mean? Niger. You know what I'm saying? This is important. You know what I mean? Right. Yeah, so I'm gonna give y'all the answer. So the word Niger means it's Latin for the word nigger. You know what I'm saying? The word nigger derives from the word Niger.
Right.
It derives from the Latin word Niger. Derives from the word Niger. You understand? And these, read that again from the top.
This is the book of Acts 13:1. Now there were in the church that was at Antioch certain prophets and teachers, as Barnabas and Simeon.
Right.
That was called Niger.
The men of Christ, the men under Christ were in his church, and they were called Niger. They were called a bunch of niggas.
Right.
You understand? That's what they was called. What the Ku Klux Klan calls today. What do white people, so like oppressors, period, call us today? In general. You understand? A bunch of derogatory names. What do Africans call us today? Even though they, you know what I mean, jet black. You understand? Right. So what do they call us today? Niggas. A bunch of derogatory names.
Right.
These oppressors call us that. The men of Christ back then were called niggers in the Bible. They were called that, man. You understand? And this is all proof showing, man, maybe this Bible is not, like, people should wake up to the fact, maybe this Bible is not for me if I'm an oppressor. If I'm an oppressor, right, this Bible is probably not for me because he just laid out the Most High is black. That should have did it for you right there. The Most High is black. Christ is black. The Jew's black.
Right.
You know what I mean? all these men of the Lord is black. So doesn't that cancel you the hell out? You get canceled out.
Right.
Process of elimination. You out of here, man. So go ahead. You had something to say. I'll let you know me. Sure.
I was about to say that. It also say that these are prophets and teachers of black, right? So I mean that cancels out all those so-called saints that the Catholic Church try to make it to gods and stuff. Saint Athanasius and all those Edomites, so-called saints, has nothing to do with the Bible now. Now their whole foundation is cracked, it's crumbling because it doesn't correlate with the Bible.
It doesn't
Correlate at all.
At all. Yeah, leave it up to the Roman Catholic Church and Catholicism in general, right? You know what I mean? Y'all would think saints are like some little naked babies flying or something, right? You know, that's what y'all think, right? That's what y'all think. Well, I'm gonna address. Wait, let me just read it real quick. So that's in chapter Acts in the church of. All right, correct. Right. So, yeah, leave it up to the church and all that. Y'all would think the saints is like babies flying naked. Some of them with little rags around them, white rags around them. You understand? Leave it up to y'all, to the Catholic Church and all that stuff, right? But y'all don't know that in the Bible, the saints are black and Hispanic men. Let's get it. Let's get a precept real quick. You know what I want?
Say that again.
You know what I want? Give me, let's see if I got it. Acts. Give me Acts chapter 10:35.
What's the verse? I mean, what's the subject?
It's about the saints.
Oh,
Yeah, one of the patient in the saints. I can't remember what that was.
That's cool too, but I would like to get this one real quick. You know what I'm saying?
10 and 10.
10 and 35. Let me catch up with you, Slop. Let me catch up with you. You know what I'm saying? Let me catch up.
I don't think that's.
It's not. Let me see. Slop, y'all. Let me see. See where you at. Oh, that's that one. Give me so look up, give me this, right? Devout men. Jews and give me devout men. Give me that. It's a lot. Anybody in the chat, you got anything to say while we're getting it? Also, let me see. All right, the sister had asked a good question, right? I'm gonna read both of y'all questions. She said, "How are Hispanics Israelites?" Now she might be sincere, so, you know what I mean. That's a good question, right? How does God feel about marrying outside of your race? That's a good question. I might want to answer that before the other one. Let me get that one real quick. You got it?
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna come back to y'all questions, right? Read what you got.
This is the book of Acts, chapter 2, verse 5.
Right. Go ahead.
And there were dwelling at Jerusalem Jews.
Read a verse. Nah, let me hear the verse up. Go.
God. And they are Salaki, this is verse 4.
Right.
And they were all filled with the Holy Ghost.
Nah, read go back down.
And there were dwelling at Jerusalem Jews, devout men out of every nation under heaven.
Yeah, so there were Jews, you know what I mean? So, the Jews, devout men. You know what I mean? That's what it's talking about now. Read on.
Now, when this was noised abroad, the multitude came together.
Right.
and were confounded because that every man heard them speak in his own language.
Now give me Jeremiah 31 and 31. Salaki. This is the one I want right here. Jeremiah 31, 31. Salaki. Y'all ask good questions too in the chat. I just want to get who are the saints for real, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna catch up with you too. Salaki. All right. It's a scripture, right? Salaki. Look up I think it's all right, well, first for time's sake, right? There's the saints in the Bible are the, the Israelites. The Israelites that are men of the Most High, right? And those same men, you know what I'm saying, they got a covenant from the Lord. You know what I mean? And the only people in the Bible that ever got covenants from the Lord was the Israelites. You know what I'm saying? So you put two and two together. The Israelites and the saints, you know what I mean? The men of Israel and the saints are one and the same. They're the same. All right. So the saints are the Israelite men that changed their life from sin and turned to following the Most High. You know what I mean? So from there, right, I want to answer some of these questions real quick before we get to any other stuff. You know what I mean? Real quick. So is it cool to date outside your nation, outside your race? Hell no. You heard what I was talking about earlier, right? I don't know if you heard, but I was going in on how, certain brothers and sisters out there, they go outside their race, they treat the other nation better than they would their own brother or their own sister that they grew up struggling with. And first off, it's wrong because the Most High said it was wrong. The Lord said he severed us from all these other nations, man. He severed us from these other nations. And he said also in Deuteronomy 7:6 that we're a holy people. You know what I mean? Meaning to be separate and to be set apart. Meaning we're supposed to be separate from all these other nations. You understand? And the scriptures also say, don't give your sons unto their daughters, neither your daughters unto their sons. That's what the scriptures say, right? So no, can't do that at all. That's a transgression against the Most High.
Right.
You know what I mean? And the Hispanics are the Israelites. They are the Israelites. The Mexican brothers and sisters, right? I don't know if you know about the Rosetta Stone or whatever, right? The Rosetta Stone was here a long time ago, you know what I mean? Before these devils was here, right? And on that Rosetta Stone was Hebrew. The Lashon Kodash was on it. They even got an app about it today about, the Rosetta Stone with all the languages and all that stuff. They was writing and speaking Hebrew long before, them sailors, I want to call them another name, that's another name, but they came over here, you understand, that's their native tongue. And the Native Americans forget about it. You know what I mean? They wore fringes on their garments. They had the feathers. They wore the shield. They rocked the shield of David. They spoke the Hebrew just like the ancient Israelites because they are the Israelites of the Bible. They spoke Hebrews because they are Hebrews. You know what I mean? They're the Israelites. They're one of the lost 12 tribes of the nation of Israel.
Right.
You understand? And a lot of people that do that, they go like, well, why you gotta include the Hispanics? Why you bringing the Hispanics into this whole thing? Listen, like they in the same ghetto with you. They in the same ghetto with you. You borrowing sugar from them, just like, you know what I mean? Because they suffering in the ghetto with you. You living in the same neighborhood. You got the same common enemy. You understand? We both conquered. We both speaking in language that's of our oppressors. The same oppressors, just two different groups of oppressors. You know what I mean? We both been shipped out in the ships going into slavery. You understand? They went and saw slave ships before the tribe of Judah ever did.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? That's the issue with people that want to say, you know what I mean, have a problem with our Hispanic brothers and sisters out there, you know what I mean? It just don't make sense. Just think about, Just think about it. You know what I mean? It's logical. We got the same enemies. We do things alike. We do things alike too. You understand? We party the same. Rock clothes the same. Listen to the same type of music. You understand? Like, come on. It's just, come on. I mean, we the same people. So I think that was it on TikTok. So now we got this, right? We got, you know, the Most High is black, Christ black, Job black. You know what I mean? Ezekiel describing how the angels look. They black too. You know what I mean? Job black. The men were called niggas in the Bible. We just read that in Acts 13 chapter. So you know what I'm saying? So this Bible is not for oppressors. They not for Edomites. You should be convinced now, right? They not for Edomites. They for the Israelites.
Right.
So from there, you know what I mean, just so we could further smash your beliefs and smash your puny mind, right? Let's get Matthew 1 and 21. Matthew 1 and 21. Let's get it.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 1, verse 21. And she shall bring forth a son.
Right.
And thou shalt call his name Jesus.
Yeah, so, hey, this is talking about Christ right now, right? It's talking about him. Let's get it. Read some more.
For he shall save his people.
For save who?
His people.
All people.
His people.
The Palestinians.
His people.
Israelis.
His people.
Oppressors.
His people.
Chinese restaurants.
His people.
You know what I mean? Save his people. Save his people, not everybody. You understand? Saving his people. Give me from there, drop that. Give me Matthew chapter 10, verse 5.
Oh God. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 5. These 12 Jesus sent forth.
Talking about the 12 disciples, right? We all know that. Let's read.
And commanded them, saying, go not into the way of the Gentiles.
Saying, don't go into the way of the Gentiles. You know what I mean? Don't go into the way of the Gentiles. In this context, who is it speaking about? Speaking about the people outside the nation of Israel. You know what I mean? The heathen. That's who it's speaking about. He don't want the 12 tribes, the 12 disciples to go amongst the Gentiles, the heathen. Read.
Right. And into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not.
And enter the city of the Samaritans enter ye not. Slacken. Butchered it. Read it again.
And into any city of the Samaritans
right.
Enter ye not.
And into the city of the Samaritans enter ye not. Any city of the Samaritans enter ye not. Tell them not to go into the city of the Samaritans, man. You don't want the 12 disciples to go there. For why? Let's figure out why.
Verse 6. But go rather to the lost sheep of Israel, of the house of Israel.
Dang, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. You know what I mean? He said, go around them, go around the heathen, go around them. Don't go into the city of Samaritans. You know what I mean? Just, you know what I mean? Cut through the other side. Go to the Israelites, man.
Right.
Go to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. You know what I'm saying? Avoid them and go to your people. Read on.
Verse 7. And as ye go preach.
Now, as you go and you talk to them and you waking them up, as you go and do these things, read.
Say, the kingdom of heaven is at hand.
Say the kingdom of heaven is at hand. So, you know what I mean? Go tell the Israelites the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Not the heathen. Not any of the heathen. Don't go to any of the heathen. And, you know what I mean? And when you go to your people, tell them that the kingdom of heaven is at hand. So, meaning the kingdom of heaven is for them, right?
Right.
Yeah, the kingdom of heaven is for them specific people he sent them to, right? Let's get another precept. Give me Matthew 15:24. Now we gotta go read.
This is the book of Matthew 15-24.
Right.
But he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of
Taste it. Taste them words. Taste them words.
But he answered and said, I am not sent.
I am not sent. Christ said he is not sent. And he's talking to some devil.
Right.
He's talking to a devil right now. You know what I mean? Read.
But unto the lost sheep.
Oh, shoot. He's not sent unto certain people. Let's find out. It said the lost sheep of who?
Of the house of Israel.
Of the house of Israel. So, yeah, all these men in the Bible were black men. We told you that the black men and Hispanic men in the Bible are the Israelites. And he just said, Christ just said, it's written in red, correct?
Right.
It's written in red. You know what I'm saying? And it's saying that he is only sent unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. What does that mean? Anybody in chat, enlighten me. What does that mean? Just common sense, you know what I mean? Say he's only sent to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. What does it mean? Answer the question, just answer the question. I'm gonna say everything but the question, but the answer. Say it. You know what I mean? Just say it. Come to grasp with it. Be at peace with this, man. What does that mean? What does it mean? You still ain't answering the question. What does that mean? Why are you trying to figure that out, right? So yeah, we just said how. Well, no, that was written in red, correct? So that means is Christ speaking. You know what I'm saying? It says verbatim. Christ said, man, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. So that only means he's sent to the 12 tribes of Israel, meaning the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
Right.
That's, you know what I mean? Everybody else, I mean, hell, you got America. You got your empire, right? You know what I mean? You can enjoy your empire while it's lasting, right? While, you know what I mean, before it falls all the way, it's falling right now. You understand? So from there, drop that. Give me John 4:22. I mean, it's going to say, just in case you think that is saying that in one part of the Bible is not just, maybe that's just a metaphor. Maybe it's some figurative language that he's speaking. It's going to say this multiple times in the Bible. Let's get it.
This is the book of John, chapter 4.
Salaki. Before you do that, let me see what he said real quick. Let me see. Young brother. Now this one of them holds up. Let me them fake spiritual. Young brother, you gotta. Brother, when you got something smart to say, something intelligent to say, put it in the chat. Let's get it.
This is the book of John, chapter 4, verse 42.
It's foolish. Go ahead.
Ye worship, ye know not what.
Right. So Christ saying, ye worship, ye know not what. Like ex-head football coach in the chat. Ye worship, ye know not what. You know what I'm saying? You into all different types of things, and understand? You in whatever you went to, right? You know what I mean? Whatever weirdo spiritual black person out there is into, right? That's what you into. Ye worship, ye know not what. Read.
We know what we worship.
We know what we worship, man. We know what we stand on in here.
Right.
You know what I mean? We stand on these laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, man. That's what we do in here. We keep them, and we teach men to do so as well. Now, this is what we do. Read.
For salvation is of the Jews.
For salvation is of the Jews, man. For salvation is of the Jews. It says it more times in the Bible. More than one time. You understand? Yeah, right. Brothers in the PB Jakes. You understand? I don't know. Whatever brothers like doing. I don't know. That's their business. But yeah, I don't know, sis. Good. So, yeah. So read that again. Let's get it.
This is the book of John, chapter 4, verse 22.
Right.
Ye worship, ye know not what.
You worship, you know not what. Read.
We know what we worship.
Or we know what we do. We know what we worship. Read.
For salvation is of the Jews.
We know what salvation means, right, Nabal? You know what I mean? We know what salvation means. You know what I mean? The people to be saved is only of the Israelites. The salvation is of the Jews.
Right.
You understand? Now, brothers and sisters out there, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Wisen up. Wisen up, man. We dropped that. I mean, y'all need more or y'all to what? Somebody in the chat talking about the way we dress. How should we dress? So we should dress like you, right? Some sodomite, right? We should go and wear whatever the hell you wearing. We should get high like you do, right?
Right.
We should suck on blunts like you do, right? Suck a weed like you do. Well, that's what we should do.
Right.
Give me some suggestions what we should do. All right, now give me So yeah, so you know what I mean. I'm just, you know what I mean, bringing everything to a full, you know what I mean, close, right? So the Israelites are black. Christ black. The Most High, the Father in heaven, He's black. You know what I mean? Meaning, the Bible is not for you. The Bible is not for Edomites.
Right.
The Bible is not for the Moabites,
Right.
Chinese, Japanese, Africans, East Indians. You know what I mean? It's not for y'all. That's why y'all hate it so much. That's why y'all don't get it. That's why you don't get it. I mean, you talk down on it like it's a fairy tale, but not knowing it's prophesying what's happening right now. I'll see what's going on over there in the Red Sea, right?
Right.
Yemen, and Salaka, the Houthis of Yemen, which is backed by Iran. You understand? They over there getting it on with all them vessels. They trying to take over them vessels. U.S. and U.K. just took it upon themselves to bomb them. You understand? I think 2 nights in a row, something like that. You know what I mean?
Canal.
Right.
Trade canal.
Yeah, that's what they got. You want to say something on it, or okay? Yeah, but that's what they doing. It's about to be a whole war going on over there, and I love it. I love it. You know what I mean? And people will be scared of that. You know what I mean? They'll be leave it up to, you know what I mean, G's squad right here, G's squad on TikTok. He'll be scared to death by all this thing, but you know what I mean? This is what needs to happen for blacks to be free, for your dumb ass to be free, right? For you to be free, for black and Hispanic people to be free, even the foolish of our people right here, right? You know what I mean? This needs to happen. Unless you love being a slave in America so much, you understand, then that's your business. Go ahead, Nabal. You got something to say?
East Side world got to end.
Right, gotta end. You had something to say?
Kyle, I was just gonna say, imagine being black in America and thinking the end of America is the worst thing that can happen to you.
I mean, come on. No.
You already at the bottom.
I already have.
Right.
Come on, man. Like he loved America so much. He got a problem with Israelite attire.
Right.
Why are you wearing this? This is your culture, dummy. This your culture. Shoot, this your culture. If you are a black man, I don't know if it is. I don't know. But yeah. You know what I'm saying? He rather, like the sis talking about in the chat, you know what I mean? He'd rather be, you know what I mean, acquainted with Power Bottom Jakes. You know what I'm saying? He'd rather be acquainted with him, with that brother. You know what I mean? I get it. I understand. So, you know what I mean? With that, right? We've been in here for a minute. It was a 2-hour class. We'll probably pick up next week on the same thing. You know what I mean? All right. So, for everybody on my phone about to die too. So, all right. It's been good, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We went over how all the men basically in the Bible are black and Hispanic men. That's another reason why a lot of people don't understand the Bible either. It's written by black and Hispanic men. Like, you know what I mean? They wrote it in slang. Like, you know what I mean? This whole thing is in slang. You understand? A lot of metaphors which we get from our Father. He created that poetic, nice. Go ahead.
Sluggy, like we're talking about the red, what become a man red. They don't understand it either.
Yeah,
Just
like
to the ground. They understand just to the ground.
Hey man, listen. You know what I mean? Y'all meet us next week. Y'all meet us Tuesday at the UN Library, right? UN Library. If y'all want to come in person, you know what I'm saying, sit down in the class, ask questions, you know what I'm saying? Y'all come and check us out for the class Tuesday from 5:30 to 7:30. All right, when y'all get there, if y'all do come there, ask for the class in the back. And when you get to that door, knock hard so we can hear you. All right, and you know what I mean? That's that. You know what I mean? That's gonna be the next class. So y'all meet me there. You know what I mean? We're gonna get it on. Damn, this wasn't charging the whole time. All right, we gotta hurry up and get off of here. All right. Oh no, we too up. Damn, it wasn't charging. All right. That's all right. All right, so till next time, y'all. Shalom. Y'all about Shimei Shabbat. Wait, let me get this song ready, Slug. You know what I mean? Oh, I will play this back. Slug. Let me play this back. All right. All right, y'all. So till next time. You know what I'm saying? Shalom. Y'all about Shimei Shabbat. Y'all Shemar Al-Thun by Shimei Shah. All right, y'all be good.
That's why y'all got your little donation joint.
You know what you free to do? You free to get high.
That's what you doing.
That's what you love.
If I wanted to, I
there
could do
you
that.
go. Get it, man.
If I wanted to, I could do that.
Because you're an addict.
Y'all paying
And that's what America lets you do.
doing is paying
America lets you get high.
panhandling.
And that's why you love America. Because you're a drug addict and you love America because America got crack.
I wouldn't want to live nowhere else.
I know it.
You talk about
And you
crack
won't.
so much, I know you got experience.
And you won't.
I know you got experience.
You won't live anywhere else. You'll die here in
Wouldn't want
America.
to.
You're going to die here in
I was
America.
born here. Why not out here?
Thank you.
What's wrong with you? You's a jackass.
You
You out here panhandling, faking like you for the Lord.
You
You
are an
Judas.
addict
That's what
that
you are.
loves.
You're
You
Judas.
are an addict
You
that loves
Judas.
America.
When that day
And if it
comes,
wasn't
you
no
gonna
crack
deny
in
you ever knew
America,
that man.
You would move to
Guarantee
Hawaii.
you.
If there wasn't no crack in America,
When that day
you would
comes,
move to
you
Europe.
gonna deny you ever knew the man.
9 and 3.
That's exactly what you
love to
gonna
get
do,
high.
bro.
Love to get high. You a drug addict.
It's about you a
Read.
drug addict. You don't even know me.
9 verse
But you
3.
call me a drug
I
addict.
don't have to know you
You're
to see
a faggot.
you're a drug addict.
You're a
It's
fucking
all
homo.
over you.
You're a
all
fucking
over
homo.
you.
And it's all over you. With your little purple headband on.
We'll see.
With your little purple
We'll see.
headband
We'll see.
on. Come
Go
on,
ahead,
bro.
read.
That's like a man making like you
Let's
want
go to the midst of the city.
Make it like the mother
Ezekiel
Lord,
9 and
man.
4.
Ezekiel 9 and 4. Read that.
Come on,
And the Lord said to them, go through the midst of the city. Let me tell you something.
This nigga talk all this shit about the white man.
You're going to
Read
see
the white
brothers like
man
this.
book.
Just going to see this happen to brothers like this. Simple, get high.
Read the white man
And he's
book.
a slave.
Come on, man.
It's going to come a
You
time
the
when the
fucking
Lord going to go
You
through
the
the midst of the
slave,
city.
son.
Go ahead.
You can't even
Through the
open it
midst
in the
of
program
Jerusalem.
book.
Through the midst of Jerusalem. Meaning through the Lord's
gonna read
chosen
the white
people.
man book.
See this simpleton right here?
He gonna
He's
read
the
the
chosen
white man
people of
book.
God.
About
Like
the
this,
white man.
he was made to be a prince. But he loved to get high, so he wanted to be a slave. Read. And said a man
reading the white man
forehead of the men. And the Lord said to go to every man, every one of these people on the
And he's
side,
talking about the
and
white
put
man.
a mark on their head. You know what that mark is? That mark is
Y'all
the
some
truth,
broke
man.
ass panhandlers.
America
That's
ain't
it, that's
about
all.
if you can get money here
broke ass
or if you can
panhandlers.
get
That's
high
it, that's
here.
all.
America is about seeing the evilest place on earth and knowing that the way of God must be better. That's what America is supposed to be about. But instead, you come into hell and love it.
How you know what?
Instead, you come into hell and love it. You need death,
How you
man.
know what America's
You
supposed to be
need
about?
death. And you better stop living the way you live, or you're going to die in the
You need
land
to
you
stop
love
living the
so
way you
much.
live.
That's right.
Read.
That's right.
Read what the white man Bible.
And that cry.
Read the white man Bible. Read.
Listen carefully.
Read the white man
And
Bible.
that cry for all the abomination. And let me tell you,
playing with
and you
your
know
own
the people that are going to get the truth? The people that get the truth here will be the people that sign and that cry, read,
It won't be these fake ass
for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. Let me tell black people something. If you are tired of the way you live here, and tired of getting AIDS, and tired of dying, and tired of suffering, the way into the truth is this. First and foremost, you have got to be in mourning for how you're living. You got to hate it. And if you could just start, you could say, I'm tired of losing all my friends. I'm tired of going to jail. I'm tired of getting AIDS. I'm tired of dying. The Lord would come and give you something to get out of that lifestyle.
That's right.
He would do it. But instead, we in jail, we dying, we suffering, and we say, this is the best place to be. How stupid is that? You'll never get the truth like that. You'll never receive the truth. You'll never get any life that's different as long as you love.
You never answered my question. You never answered my question because you don't have an answer. You do the same shit every time somebody goes you with a question. You can't answer. Because you know what?
Every Friday,
you the dumbest
you
motherfucker.
more simple.
You the dumbest
more
motherfucker.
You want me to answer every high fool
You
out
the
the
dumbest
street?
motherfucker. I'm answering your question after I say what I say.
And you never answered the question. You special.
You don't have
You know
no
how
answer.
many high niggas we battle all day? You just another high nigga. I do this for my life.
Hey Judith, hey Judith, hey Judith,
High niggas
you can throw all the comedy in it you want.
Y'all niggas beat the white
Still a
man.
fucking Jew.
Y'all niggas beat the white
You
man.
a fucking bum.
Y'all niggas beat
You
the
white
white
man
man.
book. And you
Damn
talking
day.
shit about the
Oh,
white man.
damn.
Preaching out of
Oh, damn
the
day.
preaching out of his book. But you
Oh,
talking
oh,
about
his
him.
book.
Most definitely. Who wrote it? Proof. Who wrote it? Who is the white man? Who wrote it?
You prove it.
Who wrote it?
I know who wrote it. It ain't the white man.
Who wrote it?
Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Jeremiah, Isaiah, Ezekiel, Obadiah.
Somebody took that writing and interpreted it.
Oh, prove it.
Somebody interpreted
Prove
that
it.
writing. Hey Slim, how old is that paper?
Brother,
How old is that paper in your
how old is
hand?
it? You tell me.
How old? No, you tell me you got the
This
book. How old
paper
is
is
it?
about 12,000 years old.
What, put that book right there? Man, it's a goddamn. If that
Oh,
book
it's not?
12,000 years old, it'd been Smith.
Prove it. Prove
That
it.
book right there was printed in
Yeah, you hear how
1938.
you go? You see,
The
you
book
see,
was
brother.
printed in
You see,
1938.
brother.
Guaranteed.
So you see,
Check the copyright
you see
on it.
yourself.
Check the copyright on
You
that book.
see yourself. You don't know anything but
I don't
how
know
to
anything.
get high.
I don't know anything.
Well, then
We
prove
go
to
from
me.
the Old Testament to the New
Well,
Testament.
what does that mean?
What does it mean?
Yes.
Who wrote the New Testament?
Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, and Paul. Prove they didn't. That's what I thought.
Hey, Judith.
That's what I thought.
Hey,
Adam.
Judith.
That's what I thought. You see this? You
Hey,
see?
Judith.
And let me tell you something. And you're not
Judith,
special, man. Like this is every day with some get high nigga that love getting high so much he want America to stay like this forever.
Hey, you know
Because
what?
this is where the good crack is.
You
The
proving
good
my
coke,
point.
The good heroin.
You
and
proving
never-
my point right now.
Well, then you prove
You
it to me.
proving my point
It's
right
the
now.
white man's book, right?
Listen
Prove
to
it.
your mouth.
Well, prove it.
Listen to your mouth.
Prove it's the
Some
white
old
man's
crackhead. Hey,
That's what
Slim, I got way more sense than you'll ever
got
have.
no damn sense.
I got way more sense than you'll ever have.
You just proved you didn't.
Prove, man.
That's the one thing you did prove.
I'm gonna prove how much
You
sense I got.
proved you proved
I'm not gonna kill you. I'm not gonna
proved
kill
you're
you.
a tired drug addict that loves the slave
Hey,
master
Judith.
because he got plenty of coke.
Hey, check
That's
this out,
what you
right?
love. You love you prove.
catch you later on.
You did not.
When I catch you later on,
Touch me
you
now.
good ass
Touch me now.
That is fact. That is
Oh my
fact.
God! You hear that? Did you hear what he just said? Your sister, did you hear what he just said? Did you hear? You heard that?
That's right. That's right.
Did you hear what he said?
It's coming out.
Boy, oh boy, my God. My God, there's some nasty niggas out here.
Yes, it is.